or from behind. Nice scorpion. Trying to build two things when I get in. Just try not to shoot us straight off the bat, everyone, please. Oh, cool. That's it.
My bad, Dan. I was aiming the wrong way.
Ah,
We get in the zone, you know. Hell is wasted. What the fuck? Nope, shit. Rocket Man.
What do you reckon? We go and have a bit of fun in the wastelands. Yeah, we tested this one. I test the other one now.
Hit me! There you go. I'm getting back up! I'm getting back up! Very good. Yeah, let's go the other one. Scout banner.
The wheelie bot's just right here. Might go over their waist. This is one that you helped me, that's the one that we built off your idea, remember?
These are all cool, dude. They're all good. If you could put like one of those storm things inside of a camp, that'd be dope. Run it'd be dark as shit, you know.
Oh, I would love to be able to do that. The storm one in here, the fucking perfect. All the mist.
It would just be lit up everywhere, like you wouldn't even know.
So look at something.
Willy Wampa. What time is it? I don't want to be like, okay, that's fine.
Alright, yeah. An interesting one. Anyway, have a quick look around. Tell me what you think of done with some touch-ups here and there.
Yeah, I guess I just go ahead and load it now.
Just wait a second before we shoot me.
Alright. Secrets.
Yes.
Dan aggro with me? Or you probably don't know.
No, I'm just doing something.
Oh, you're not here yet?
I'm here.
But
I'm just doing a quick add-on to the build. I'm up in front of you with this. No, we're not aggroed. You aggro with West?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Oh yeah, when we're ready. Yeah, it does help, doesn't it? I just thought he throwing a grenade at me, I might as well run it in at this point. If I run, I'm just gonna be shot in the back. Scorpion likes to hide up top. Need to move in. He's a sniper. That's one thing I'd like him to do, to bring him back in the damn vault straight away. That would be lovely, wouldn't it? Yeah, you're not meant to be using the top of the building scope. Whole idea is to use the passageways.
I'm not allowed on top, sorry.
Not allowed to fly over the buildings, that's the whole idea.
I'm
That's why we
not
built this
I'm not
bottom deck.
flying, I'm just kind of jumping. Okay. Copy.
Jumping, flying, same thing.
Copy.
Long jump, jetpack, whatever
Copy.
you want to call it.
Alright, copy
You're
that.
not meant to be that high up
Alright.
unless you're in the buildings.
Guess I didn't hear that part. I apologize.
That's alright. Yeah, it doesn't stop you from being on top of a building. Let the stairs take you up there.
No, I did jump. I ain't gonna lie.
Wait a sec. Try not to refresh the sheet me for a sec. And even help you out what I'm quickly doing. Right, there we are. Hey, Brad's here. Literally, I'm looking at him. Call a ceasefire for the moment. Oh, he's right here. Coming back in, West. Yes, it's just, I just saw him.
Wait. Area chat. Alright. Hello?
Hey, Scorpion.
Yo, we're just doing some PvP training.
I need to talk to you before like anything happens, cause I gotta figure out some things for myself.
Talk to me?
Yeah. So, what's been going on, like, with Ark and wanting to, like, what's going on? Just give me the whole story.
As far as I know, as far as I know, we're just doing the same old shit, bro.
Okay, I get it. Like, I understand, but like, can you tell me the whole story, please? Because for a while, people have been going behind my back and like trying to like throw rocks and you know in my gears. So like, please just fucking be honest with me. 'Cause I'm
Like,
tired of it.
like what? Like what though?
Just everything. Just tell me what you know. Just be a good friend and just tell me what you know.
You tried recruiting me. Um, I might have mentioned it to to Eddie, and then there was a council discussion and whatnot. But as far as that, I don't even know, man.
Why wouldn't you tell me in the first place? You know, the
Because
reason why
I confided.
Crusader Steel
I,
is because you wanted like just.
Scorpion, I'm on my way.
I liked it. Everything was cool and all, but I wanted to lead again, so therefore I created the Crusade Steel again. And I invited you because you told me that you were having a bad time in Ark, so that's why I invited you. You didn't
right.
have to join, but we have our own rules, you know.
I didn't join, Brad.
I know that, but I know you didn't join. I'm fine with that, but I want to know what's the
I
deal with
I would have joined.
guys
I would have joined if you
on my
didn't.
server and trying to, create little, lies and whatnot, like about like these other
Okay,
people. Like,
you asked me, but now you're not listening.
I could ask you the same thing.
I would have helped you. I would have
So,
joined.
see,
Sorry.
clear comms for just a moment, buddy. See,
I'm not
the
mad or
issue
anything.
that I'm having, it doesn't matter if you're mad or not, because the whole thing with this was we were trying to give you an opportunity and for you to try to poach people from my group. Now, I don't care who joins you, but I have documented proof that you told Scorpion here that he would have to leave my group in order to join yours.
Yes,
that is the definition of poaching. So I'm going to give you the chance right now to walk away and keep your dignity intact, because everything that we've done, it took a lot of doing to get you back in. We almost lost members because I was willing to give you the chance, okay? And for not even 2 weeks in, for you to try to shit on that little bit of fucking respect that I had for you, I don't care what happens to you now. I'm going to give you the chance to walk away and keep your dignity, okay? You leave my people alone. If they want to join both groups, that's fine, but I know your group doesn't work off of those terms. So under no circumstances are you to speak to any of my members, okay? We can do this peacefully. If I get a fucking word, I will send my honor guard down on you and I will smoke you. Do you understand me?
Look, dude,
I don't want it to be that way.
Dude, chill.
And it doesn't have to be. No, I don't have to chill. You don't fucking tell me how to be. Whenever I invite you into my fucking shit, I invite you into my shit, and you tell him all kinds of fucking bullshit. You want to talk about how sloppy my shit is?
Dude,
you want to talk about how you want to take fucking shit from me and you've got eyes on my people?
I don't have eyes on anyone. What are you talking about? Let me talk to Scorpion, please.
No, you're talking to me. Because I invited you, I allowed you and gave you the fucking opportunity to be a decent fucking human being. And from what I've seen, you shit on my fucking trust.
Dude,
that's your option. That is your option. You walk away or I move you. Okay? That's your two options. You walk away or I remove you.
Can I please just talk to Scorpion? I honestly don't care about any of this, but I just want to talk to Scorpion, okay?
I don't know what I can say after that, Brad. I apologize for that. I can't.
So
I don't
yeah,
know.
what
I have nothing
like
to say after what Waste just said.
I will give you any questions you want.
Look, I just want you guys to just be honest with me, because just be honest with me. That's all I ask, is just honesty.
Oh, sorry. I don't mean to pull that.
That's all I've wanted this entire time, Waste. I respect every single person I'm standing in front of right now, but people have not been honest to me, and that's why I'm pissed off. That's why I'm
Who and what circumstance? I would be happy to clarify for you.
Okay, do you know why I invited Scorpion to the COS and why I told him he would have to leave? One, because it's our rules in the COS, and that's always been the rules. And two, because he told me he was having a bad time, and like, just with the events, he said that they were shitty. And I was like, okay, well, here's an opportunity. You know,
No, I said the events were plentiful, Brad.
Yes,
I have those. I have the screenshots. No.
John, do me a favor, Brad. Let Scorpion talk, please.
I said, like, a lot of people don't show up to said events because they don't use the Discord like they should use it.
And I know you may have been drunk a little bit.
Yeah, well, no, because, like, you messaged me, I was at work, so.
But dude, you got on my members, you graded them, you know, you liked them, like Giga, like, you know, Mystery, Beast,
yeah.
Scribes, you had a good time with them.
Yeah, it was, they're cool people. They're cool people.
The reason why I gave you the invitation is because you told me that the RP was not the best, in your opinion. I'm not saying the RP was bad, Waste, okay? I love what you guys do, okay? I respect art. You're like a continuation of the COS. Why would I, like, throw shit in your sand, you know? Like, I'm not gonna do that. So, look, all I was saying to Scorpion was, if you want the opportunity, you would have to leave those two groups, because that's our standard. Like, all the other people that are within the COS, they're not in other groups, so that's why I said that to Scorpion. And I have no problems with Scorpion staying in art, okay? There's no problem with that. I don't care.
But you've already told him he would have to leave. That you've already told him that. Yeah. So I mean, you can't step back on that. And I know what you're doing. It's fine. It's okay. I'm hurt a little bit by it because I stuck my neck out for you a little bit. And now I've got half of my council like doing the "I told you so" whenever I was the one that talked them in to allowing you to come in.
I think there's some more miscommunication. Can I please clarify so we can, like, understand a little bit better?
Go ahead, bro.
Okay. So, look, Scorpion, the only reason, Waste, that I told him he would have to back out of the two groups is because that's, like, I can send you a screenshot of our codex. You can't be a part of or allied with any other Milsim unless it's official Crusade business.
Right. But now you're telling this to a person who's already through in my group. What is the definition of poaching, may I ask?
Can I tell you why I offered that, though?
So, if you didn't have a...
I didn't tell him he had to leave. I just told him that the reason why I offered this to him is because he told me that, like, the RP and all that, like, it wasn't all there. And he had told me that when I had joined ARC, he was like the energy wasn't there for him, like, as an individual. And that's why I offered it to him. That's the only reason why. Waste, okay?
I wouldn't mind him joining your group because I don't put stipulations on my people.
I know that, okay?
But I'm not going to tolerate somebody being like, yeah, I'll let you in my group if you leave them. I mean, you have to see that from any point of view. You wouldn't like it if I came in and did it to you, correct?
I understand that, but, like, if someone within my group wasn't feeling like the RP and stuff, and you came to them, you know, I would understand that too. Eddie last night messaged one of my squires saying, like, we see potential in you and stuff. Like, he was trying to recruit one of them, but that's, you know, that's he was just offering, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But, like, it's
Yeah, but here's the thing, Brad, if I may just say something. We're not telling them to leave your group. That's the difference. We're not actually manipulating who they can talk to and who they can't talk to.
I'm not
Maybe
saying
you should understand that.
I told him that he could 100% still be friends and hang out with these guys.
You didn't say that. No, you didn't say that.
Just couldn't be officially. There you go. That's the wording.
Because that's part of our rules, Scorpion. Isn't it part of our rules?
You're right. That's part of your rules that you wrote that you can change as you see fit. The point is, you're trying to take my members. You can please back yourself out of my server and see the door. I'm asking you nicely, man to man.
Alright, wait, so I'm gonna leave regardless, but I just want to clear things up with my friends. Like, I've known you guys,
for 2 years now.
Then why did you try to just sit there and, like, trash talk our Discord, Brad? Like, why don't you just be there? Why don't you just be there? Why you gotta trash talk the Discord? You were.
So it was sloppy?
Okay.
I just told you my opinion. Like, you can disagree with me. You guys are disagreeing with me. Like, I'm disagreeing with you.
Well, then let's put it this way. I don't think that you even finished the complete training course to even make an opinion, or even came on a mission to even be able to form an opinion.
Brad, you could have just sat back in our Discord. Like you said you wanted to help us. You had a lot of ideas, and you wanted to help us. But you don't.
Help.
No, he said that.
We don't.
Anyways, like he was like trying to help us, right? You remember what he said? Yeah.
If that's the legitimate reason, I can respect that. But for one, I wasn't looking for help. All I'm looking for is people who want to be a part of a fucking family.
Yeah.
Okay? That's all I'm doing here. Okay?
And this is what we are, yes.
Like, my original goal was, I got back on Fallout 76 because of your recruitment videos. You know, I've told you, I've emphasized how much I love them. And I came back to the game because I had some downtime. And I joined you guys, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And it just wasn't fit for me personally as an individual. So therefore,
You didn't give it enough time to even try, though, Brad. You couldn't even finish basic.
That's my fault, then. That's my fault. I should have done better.
So, I mean, as far as that goes, you don't know what we offer because the way that we layer things, you don't have access.
It was wrong for me to assume, then. I apologize.
Yeah, you're not gonna see that, bro.
But I mean, all the same, I mean, you are right. What we are doing is not for everyone. What we are doing is for people who want friendships within the community, not for people who want to run people. Okay? That was the thing that we left the Crusade because of. I mean, do you know exactly why we really left?
Because I wasn't active.
No.
You guys didn't have leadership.
Right, because whenever you gave our people the ability to leadership, it was verbal leadership, okay? So, like, we, not we.
Chat with you, Waste, and Scorpion, and Dan. Can I get in a party chat with you three?
I think we're fine here.
Yeah, we're fine right here. This
I
is
mean,
my
if
honor guard.
Nobody's gonna shoot you. You
No, I
know.
was just
Nobody's
curious
gonna.
if more
I
people
mean,
are
if they
joining.
are, it's my council members. They're all top brass anyway.
But
Alright.
Brad,
But I
Brad,
mean,
when I did say that, yeah, like RP does lack a lot. That's different events. I'm not saying all of it. Like, yeah, I have frustrations. Everybody has
we all do.
frustrations within orders, but it's not
Mhm.
like, yeah, I can talk to you about it because when you're asking, you ask me how is the RP, how are the events, and then I tell you. I'm a open book, Brad.
I
And
know
yeah,
that.
this is family because I don't know how many years. What is it? 2 years? I don't know.
2 years, yeah.
I mean, this is my life now. Eddie,
Sorry. You need to take a shower, buddy.
anyways,
Oh, sorry, you don't recognize me.
Standing
Hold on a second.
sideways.
It was me the entire time. Let me just take off my beard.
but anyways, I wasn't really a part of what happened last night with Eddie and that weird shit. But anyways,
That was fun.
it wasn't fun.
Can I
It
ask
wasn't
what
fun.
happened, Eddie? Like, you know, you were giving half truths, half lies. You know, regarding like how you
Everything
got.
I told you is the truth.
But how did these three individuals get into the crusade?
Silver invited all of them.
Silver
I
did.
was
Yeah.
there when it all happened. He like asked him 2 or 3 questions,
Apparently,
and
when
I ain't
I
lying,
left, he was still
Brad. I
trying
ain't
to
lying,
recruit Panther.
Brad. I'm not lying. I'm an
Apparently,
open
when I
book.
left, he
I'm
was
a
still
op-
trying to recruit Panther.
I'm an open book,
So,
bro.
yeah,
why
Panther and
would I
Fire were
lie?
both there. I was there. Eddie was there.
I have nothing to
Scorpion.
lose, and I have nothing to gain.
Mhm.
Not from lying.
This might be all a
The fuck are you lying,
miscommunication on
Panther?
that.
It takes too much
on
effort to lie, doesn't it?
Yeah,
I mean, I would
exactly.
say
I
a
might
lot
be a
of it is
shyster.
Scorpion. I would say a lot of it is.
I might be a shyster, but I'm not dumb.
Alright, look, guys. Look, I don't have any problems with Ark whatsoever. Okay, I just want to have my fun on this game the way I want to have fun.
As do we.
100%.
And that's totally understandable. So if we can agree that we don't do things the same way, you don't touch my people, I don't touch yours. Is that something we can agree on?
Yes, of course, dude. I literally don't care. Like, you guys can do what you want. I don't want to fuck with Ark whatsoever because you guys came from us. Like, you came from me. You know, you guys wouldn't be all here without the COS. So, I
No,
can
you're
do
absolutely right. We would not have met each other.
Correct.
I thank you greatly for that because you've given us something, whether you're with us or not, you have given us something that means the world to all of us.
I came into this server. I was trying to talk with Scorpion, and I saw you here, Waste, and I kind of didn't want to be here because I didn't want you to hear what I had to tell Scorpion. I was a little upset, and I apologize. The way I was talking was any disrespect towards anyone here, but it was on high emotions. Okay, so I'm not really good with my emotions when it comes to
I don't know this guy.
Who's
anger.
Will Hurd?
So I
He's
apologize.
just a random, I believe.
Okay, Brad. He's not a part of us. Just, I don't
No.
fuck this guy.
Get out of here, buddy.
He's okay. I don't know who he is, but he's
Okay.
alright.
And I also
Yeah,
have
right,
a sore
don't
throat,
hurt
so
us.
it's kind of hard to talk as well. So that's also troubling. But you know, I just
I
don't
mean,
want people going behind my back and like doing shit that I'm unaware of. You know, like
likewise.
Really, like I just don't. You know, like
I
people
do.
join the server and like I'm having to remove people and like check friends and like figure out what the hell's going on. Like it's very stressful and I don't want to deal with it. It makes me want to quit the game and not play it again. So like, I just want to RP my own way. Like, if you guys don't like it, just please don't
Brad,
me.
why didn't you just say this in the first place instead of trying to, like, you wanted to come up in the ranks? You said you want to come up in the ranks.
Did you flat out not tell me, Scorpion, that the reason Brad joined our Discord was so that he could take a look at it and see how sloppy we are?
No, that was after.
Okay.
That was like yesterday or whatever.
So, I mean, had you just truly wanted to have the experience
Yes.
for what it is, that's one thing, man.
You would have been fine. You would have been fine, Brad.
When I got on Fallout 76, my original goal was to join ARK and to be a part of the community. Like,
Well, what the fuck happened?
The day I got on Fallout 76, I did spawn on Phoenix. That was the first time I got on Fallout 76, and I asked if I can join ARK. I wanted to help ARK, okay? And then...
But we never even wanted your help. If you
All
ever
right,
thought of that.
Okay, Dan, let him speak.
Let's talk.
Well, I didn't know if you needed my help or not, but I merely just wanted to give it to you. You didn't have to have it, you know. But
so all I was looking for was your camaraderie.
Yeah, and I wanted to give that. But, you know, when I went through the initiation process, like, I didn't like it. And therefore I read the codex and stuff and I didn't like it. And that's why I created that second opinion on it. And that's why I'm saying that we do
So what about the codex exactly did you have issues with, if I may ask?
Not just the codex, but just like the whole like format. Like, it's just not like for me.
Not militarized enough for you?
Personally, it's just not for me. Not like militarized.
It's understandable. That's understandable.
Not for me.
Okay. I can respect that.
I mean,
So what I can do for you, Brad, is, I mean, obviously, I'll do what I can to keep my people in check. Nothing's gonna happen right now, obviously, but if you'll just be graceful, back out of the server, we'll let bygones be bygones. I'll wish you an ad victoriam. We can move on.
But I just want to clear some other things up.
Mm-hmm.
So, with the COS, can you tell me right now if you have people within my group?
Not as far as I know. The only people who I know joined were the people that Silver sent. What were there, 4 of you or 3 of you that got an invite?
I don't know.
Can I ask why y'all joined?
I told you exactly why I joined.
So I was doing a bunch of shit, and my Discord goes off all the time, and I clicked the link. That's why I was going to that. Yep.
Why did you join?
What?
Yep.
Why did you join the Crusade Discord server?
Got a link and I wanted to join, see what was up. Honestly,
Just
mostly
so, like,
impulse and curiosity. Legit, just impulse and curiosity. That's about it.
And you got to think too, I don't tell my people they can and can't be a part of anything. I mean, Scorpion here's in 2 groups, Eddie's in like 4 groups. Half of them are in a DayZ server. Like, I don't care what they get into as long as they have time for everything that they're trying to do.
So,
Nothing was sanctioned by me, and there was no nefarious intent behind them joining you on my end.
So if it wasn't like about like me like being like absent and whatnot as, you know, the elder, like why did you guys quit? What was the other reason?
So whenever we had that last ceremony, we had people who were trying to go out and do their testing. We had people who we were trying to give promotions to. Halfway through the promotion ceremony, they realized they didn't have the ability to actually update the things that we were giving people. They were tired of the lack of management entirety. They felt at that point that you were split amongst different things, that Fallout no longer had your attention, no longer had your interest. And even the ones that stuck around, like Panther, I know stuck with you for a bit. Fire stuck with you for a bit after that. They have their own issues, I guess, that happened with DayZ after the fact. But from what I'm getting around the board, it's all management and ideology issues.
Like I asked, like besides my absence, like that, like kind of, you know, kind of ties in with being absent. So, like, what do you mean ideologies?
So, you have a very micromanaged personality. Like, there are things that a lot of the people were, like, afraid to even attempt to come to you about because you were so cut and dry with a lot of things. Like Dan here, all right? Dan pretty much ran your scout division when Harvester was unavailable. Yet, I tried for 6 months to get this man promoted to a full ranking member. He did everything perfectly, yet he just couldn't get it for whatever reason. When people who weren't active, or people who were fucking pedophiles, were getting bumped up in the ranks, were getting promised things, which hurt other people's feelings as well, because they were being looked over for someone who was a bigot.
Who is a pedophile?
Let's see, Zachary's son.
You guys put your guns away. Put your guns away.
How many lies did he tell about being military and all this and that? We looked into Zachary's son. Zachary's son's a liar.
Yeah, it was a lie. I figured that out.
Right, yeah, I mean, back then, yeah, this is not new information. But the fact that, you know, you had good people who you didn't give a chance because people who weren't worth it that you were given a chance because those people were more moldable to the way that you want things done. They were a little bit more in line with your more militaristic, more West Coast Brotherhood mentality. Which, I mean, that's fine. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. It's, you know, different strokes for different folks. But a lot of them were a little concerned behind it.
I mean, if you have any other opinions of me, like just tell it to me, like flat honest, you know, like just tell me what.
May I? Wait.
I also have one.
I mean, I haven't formed an opinion. I tried to. I mean, I'm a little upset at the way things went, but I don't begrudge you. I don't have an opinion of you.
Go ahead and call me a piece of shit. Like, now's your time to do it because
I'm not
gonna
that
call you a
person,
piece
Brett.
of shit.
My
Nobody here
thing-
is gonna call you a
I'm
piece of
almost
shit.
40 years old. I ain't got time for that shit.
I only have one. It's not even an opinion, but I just don't like your approach to alliances and such, and your ideology is more around isolationism instead of communal, like, cooperation.
I actually just formed two alliances as an enclave group and another group.
Oh, that's
Nice.
good. Okay. It's just at the time of the COS, that was not the go-to. It was
Well, now,
strictly no alliances.
I'm more open to it. Yes. Now I am.
Alright, cool.
That's a good thing. Because
That is
a
a good
lot
thing.
of us remember the first encounter with the VEF, where you tried to absorb 150 people into a 20-man group. You know, back then, we were laughed at. Like, we didn't know any of this until after the fact, but we were laughed at quite heavily in the community because of some of the practices that we had as a group.
I see.
Now, if I may,
Anything else?
the big one that really turned my stomach was when Sam Yolo, One Shot Sam, your punishment for him was to put him into a dark room with strobe lights for how long was it? Half an hour? 10 minutes? Something like that. Man has fucking seizures. Did you think to ask him about that?
I do remember.
You could have thrown him into epilepsy. Full-blown grand mal seizure. Your practices were sickening. But outside of that, you're a great person, and I've seen great improvement in yourself as a person based upon the things that you've experienced and things that you've allowed yourself to grow and learn from. You've gone through schooling. You have gone through the test of time to hone yourself into a better person, and I can see that. But boy, howdy. There's just a lot of stuff that really could be fixed and really could be learned upon from the experiences that you didn't learn from.
I didn't know.
That's it. No,
I didn't know
you're
anything
expecting me to
about
keep
that.
going. I mean,
No, I didn't know anything about that.
no, of course not, because he didn't tell anybody else about his plans. The only reason I found out is because, Sam told me that's why he quit. That's why he quit the COS, because he was going to be put into a dark room with strobe lights, forced to listen to static
I
from
mean, you
YouTube.
can't
He was sent a
technically
link
force
to
anybody to do that in the game.
Well, that was the punishment that he was given by Mr. Brad over here.
Frag.
It was either, at the time, it was either that or extradition.
Yeah. So it's either have a seizure for the cause or you're out of the group. Fuck that.
Well, not necessarily. Like, I told him he could run around the map, but he chose that.
He chose to be put in that room, but you gave him an ultimatum.
I did.
Which I guess is the controversy, is what Eddie is trying to convey.
Yeah.
Friendship goes a long way, though.
Yeah.
It's more important to me, at least, in the military aspect. I mean, we do milsim. We have pretty hardcore milsim events that we've actually had to implement new policy due to. We sent somebody into a PTSD flashback during one of our most hardcore. So we have trigger warnings and things like that now.
And yes,
I mean,
Brad, it's not always RP, and a lot of people fuck up.
Yeah.
And then they disrespect the superiors. Yes, they do. Everybody does that. It's not always correct.
We have casual events where we don't expect anything of you. We have our roleplay events where you're to be in uniform with policy, and then we have our milsim where it's very strict.
Gear and weapons checks.
And not everybody likes everything, so I'm trying to cater a little bit to everybody, which you're never going to please 100% of the people 100% of the time. As long as at least 50 people are happy with the event, you've done something right.
That's right.
It is sloppy a lot of times, Brad.
And we have certain people who are sloppier than others as well, which is something we're trying to combat.
Like, let's see, on Saturday night next week, I have a poker night. So, like, we have fun events too that are not like RP based.
Oh, I remember the poker. We had that gambling thing at Fallon's camp. That was fun.
Yeah, like we have like those types of events now. So like it's like more regular than it was, but and we also have memes and off duty like within the COS now too. And, like it's not as enforced, so people can like interact and whatnot. Like maybe like not at the beginning, like when you enter and whatnot, because everything's pretty like tight, so we don't get like a bunch of people who don't know what they're doing. But like once you get in, it's pretty laid back and whatnot. Like regarding like off duty, because like I don't have time to like micromanage shit like I used to. I do enjoy it because like I'm a business major and like that's my study. But it's fun managing like a milsim group because I just enjoy doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's one of my hobbies, and people who also enjoy doing it, like they they consented to it. So like it's something they agreed to, and they can go up the ranks and You know, it's like
Here's the thing, and I will say this because the word consent was brought up. Consent has become very contextualized lately, and I'm saying this in your
agreed.
benefit
They
as well
agree.
as
They have agreements within the COS. That's what I
not the
mean.
point. It's very contextualized because consent can be taken away, or consent can very be easily be changed because
Well,
it
I
is
won't use the word
necessary.
consent, man. I'll use agreements.
Consent is contextual and needs to be changed at a moment's notice. That is something that is in the law, actually, now. Mostly because of people that have had, SA incidents. Because consent is not always guaranteed. You can say, yes, this is a great idea, and then halfway through go, ooh, no, something's not right. But because they've agreed to your consent, they've consented to what you have put down, you are basically saying that you consented to this. It's all good.
Look,
You can't
we
complain
we
about it.
don't we don't I don't command people like a dictator. Like I literally like I'll just send out an assignment and they do it. Like it's as simple as that, and they send me a report and I say excellent job. Like take a picture so we can post it and major announcement. Like it's not that deep, So, not anymore, at least. But like your perspective on it could be different than other people's perspective. Like the way like you guys perceive like the crusade is different than people who are within it. Like we have 43 people. Like we just had 20 people join the other day. So
Mhm.
it's just perspective. And I can respect your perspective, and I hope you can respect mine.
Likewise. Yeah.
Like the way you do things, Eddie. You're a very social person. Like you like you like dipping your toes in everything because that's your personality, and that's fine. The way I do things is a little bit different. I don't like sticking my toes in everything unless I know what they are and what they do. I don't like being social that much unless I know a person. So
I
like
mean, if
that's
you're that
just
interested in my toes, I can send you a link to my OnlyFans. It is $5.99 a month, and you get unlimited. Sorry, I'm sorry. Go on.
oh goodness,
Leave your only feet alone.
Look,
not that.
that's how I break tension waste. You know that. Go on.
Nobody wants to
No,
see your
but you know what I
nasty
mean.
ass crow's feet.
I will send you pictures of my feet, Scorpion,
No,
and you
don't
cannot
do it
say no.
again. Do not do it again.
$5.99, and you'll never get one again.
No,
Ever.
they were free, as far as I know.
But Eddie, you know what I mean, right? Like your personality is different than mine. Like regarding like factions and whatnot. Or friends. Like you may be a more social person than me.
I mean, if that's the case, then that's understandable.
No,
Um,
no, just like here, me and you both like. Can we both agree that we're very different from each other?
Absolutely. I mean, the same can be said about everybody here. We're all very different individuals.
But some share more
Absolutely.
similarities than others.
Mhm.
And
And
that's why I
everybody
like you
here,
together,
yeah.
because y'all share interests. That's why y'all aren't with me anymore. Is because y'all didn't like my ideologies, and I wasn't or was absent for a time. So our perspectives and needs changed, and
Mhm.
that's just how things, you know, in life, things like that happen every day. So like, it's part of it, and you just have to learn from it.
Agreed.
So,
And that's part of it. Like, I took in consideration like why y'all left, and um, I had people tell me like in private chats and whatnot, because I was trying to like figure out things, but um, it all makes sense. Like maybe it was a little too hardcore for some people, and they wanted something more collaborative amongst different people or groups. So like
It wasn't
I
even the
took in
hardcore
consideration.
aspect. You weren't there.
Yeah, like I said, like that was also a factor, but like the factor regarding like me, like doing the things
I
I
mean,
do.
it's not just not only being there, you did a storyline that restricted everybody's movements and everybody's story up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Then you left
exactly.
us hanging.
In fact,
Exactly.
you
I
reprimanded
mean,
me in the quote-unquote common room for trying to get people together. You said this isn't a place for that kind of activity. You have to make an event for it. I'm like, I'm trying to get people together so we can interact. And you said, well, you're not allowed to. Rub my
I
nose in
mean,
it.
Jan,
So,
and the
was
other
it?
thing I could honestly say that was annoying about the whole thing, we weren't allowed to talk amongst ourselves in the common room. You restricted it. You
yeah,
restricted our actions and tried to control us. No ifs, no buts.
sure. Like what Wace said here is right. We all met each other through you, but through
Yes,
this
and
group,
we'll
we
be
have
thankful
taken the
for that.
time to learn everything about one another.
We
I am
do
so
love you for that,
thankful
Brad. We
that I
do love
have.
you for that.
Well, I'm glad that
That,
y'all
that can
find
only go
value.
so far.
I'm sorry I couldn't do that for you guys. I'm sorry I didn't know how to manage better when you.
Well, I just wish you would have been more of a part of what was happening, beside us.
Yeah,
Me too. Now that I look back at it, after it's been months, I wish I would have done things differently. I've been by myself, with maybe like a handful of others, but you know, I've I've thought about it here and there, what I could have done differently. So I've taken into consideration.
I mean, we
But
Like,
left
here's
you
the
a
thing,
list.
in
like,
my opinion, you're doing the same thing again.
mm.
We left you a list.
Doing the same rules, the same things that got it destroyed the last time. You are the only person who can make it and will break it. And the first thing you gotta do is drop this attitude that you can't talk to people and be part of other groups before people will leave you for it.
No, I like I
Just
said,
as grown-ups, adults, and people who play the game, we're not gonna have somebody tell us who we can or can't and when we can't talk to someone.
Mm-hmm.
because I don't want it to
I mean,
that's my
in
belief.
the end, Brad, this is only a game. This is not real military. You are not a real military leader. This is roleplay.
Yeah, it is role
And
playing.
when you start fucking with people who aren't really military, who have anything to do with military, or have any military family, they're gonna take it the wrong way.
Obviously, Dan, you answered your own question because, like, he runs strict military, so, and we
Well,
are a
no, no,
different organization, obviously.
it's not just that. It's just like the reason why I believe and it's a rule that people can't have other mission, like other obligations that take away their time from the COS is because I want people to be active more. You know what I'm saying? That's the only reason.
I mean, what
That
if
stifling, though, will eventually cause not all people,
Hmm.
but at least half people to start questioning that judgment, though.
I mean,
You
hell,
need
we
you
invited
need
these
a
people to come along
friendship.
for the ride.
You need a
Maybe you
friendship,
guys do
Brad,
have a
to
point.
have a group succeed.
Maybe you guys do have a
Yeah.
point with that, but
Like, do you know
it's
how
just
many
how it's
people
been.
we
That's
have in
why
the group
I'm
from
like
EAT?
Wilson and everyone else that
Hmm.
that came before you guys. So that's just how it's always been. I could
Right.
totally change it if I wanted to, but that's how I've always done groups since 2017.
You're not
But
flexible.
here's the point.
Fair enough.
You, you can't accept somebody else's opinion. You can't listen to anybody else. It's your way or the highway. That's why we left.
Brad,
Yeah,
how often do you
that's a
hang
big
out?
part of it.
I know how often do you hang out in the common room and talk about real life shit with people in your group?
No,
Not
I
as Elder, just as Brad.
just as Brad. I mean, I
Yeah.
have my own on PSN.
How many moments? You just hang out on a Saturday till like 2 a.m. and hang out and laugh?
Let the breeze hit your balls with the boys, Crack
I mean,
open a
most of
cold
the
one.
time I'm working because I work 3 jobs that I run at closing stores.
Okay, I mean, it doesn't
We
have
did
to be a
that clearly last
Saturday.
night,
It
Eddie.
doesn't have to be a
Yeah,
Saturday.
we
It
did.
could be like a
The
Wednesday
breeze
or
was
a
great.
Monday
It
or
could be
any
any
day.
day. How often do you take
I mean,
time
I
to get to know the people you're working with? That's what we're asking.
If I had time, I would totally do that. Yeah.
Mhm.
But as the leader of the group, shouldn't you make time to know your people
You should make
and
time.
listen to them?
Like, here, I'll tell you an example. Like, some squires and hopefuls, like, I'll take them out on a patrol and whatnot and get to know them as a person. You know, I'll make jokes with them, I'll crack jokes. You know, I saw a death claw in the forest and I was like, what the fuck? A death claw? Like, that shouldn't be there, you know? And I was like, laughing and shit with them. So, like,
Nice.
I understand, you know, and I asked them questions and whatnot about, like, hey, you watch a Fallout show, how'd you, like, what'd you think of it? Like, I get to know them on that level, but, like, if I haven't, like, personally, if I haven't known them for at least a couple of months, I'm not going to tell you a lot about myself because that's just how I am.
Oh,
like,
true.
With you guys, I've known you for years, so therefore I'm telling you this information out. But, you know, it's just depending on person, like, you know, like, comfortability and whatnot. But, yeah, for sure, like, if I had the opportunity, I would totally go in the common room, interact with people within the COS. Why wouldn't I, you know? Unless I was playing another game. And wanted, like, I play a lot
Here's
of
the thing. Can I just say something? All of us play different games as well, and we play together, and we still talk in several chats while we're playing. If you got time to play, you got time to talk to someone.
That is true. That is true. But it could just be, you know, maybe I want to, like, decompress and whatnot from, like, a long day of work.
Yeah, I have those times too. You don't always feel like interacting with people.
Also, Wes,
I understand that.
This is, like, completely
But if you-
unrelated. I swear to God.
Hang on, Dan. Hang on, Dan.
Yeah, let them
You work
talk.
on
I work on roofs.
roofs?
Yeah, I'm a roofer.
Sorry, my controller keeps dying. Anyway,
No worries.
Can you hear me now?
Skill issue.
Okay, there was this guy working on a road. I swear he looked just like you, dude. I was like, oh my god, is that Waze? Like, I kind of wanted to pull over and like, hey, is that Waze? You know? But, no, anyways.
I keep getting told I look like Rasputin.
No, dude, like, literally, like, he had the same beard, like, he was wearing the sunglasses, a hard hat, like, I was like, damn, I think that's Waze.
The fucked up part, he is the spitting image from my own actual father. It's really fucked up.
That is uncanny how much I look like Eddie's dead.
Yeah.
So, yeah, y'all could be, like, long lost brothers. You know?
Yeah. And he's only like 6
Cousin?
hours away.
Cousin?
Yeah.
Kiss me. No.
Have an opportunity.
I mean, it is West Virginia.
You're right.
Like,
I do. He lives in Maryland.
Okay. If it was like both West Virginia, like I would have been like, well, hold up, like maybe you should check that out, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, my family didn't move too far west over the last couple hundred years. They pretty well stuck to the East Coast.
Hell, my great grandfather, well, one of my great grandfathers, he was a freed slave, and he used to steal cattle from the west and bring it to the east in Alabama.
Oh wow.
I got my grandmother, and that's how I'm here. So it's kind of cool.
Nice.
But yeah, I like learning about like the ancestry and whatnot, like where you come from. It's kind of cool. I'm
Definitely.
part of the Scottish clan, Scottish clan, and I believe I have like 4% Congo in me, like from Africa. You know, it is 4%.
Nice.
You know? This way. I have other stuff, obviously, everyone does, but learning about it.
Oh yeah, I'm like 70% Danish.
Wait, what is Danish?
I'm just a mongrel.
I'm Nordic.
Pastry. Oh, sorry.